this video is going to be on percentage increase without using a calculator. The next video will be looking at how to use a calculator for this. So we only want non-calculator methods. So the diagrams on the right that you see on the screen, the table method and the double number line method should be familiar to you. If you cannot do those, or if those look unfamiliar, you need to go back and watch the video on working out percentages of amounts. So if you can do those, you can continue with the video. Let's go straight into percentage increase. So let's look at this example here. It says find 10% of 240, increase 240 by 10%. So increase by 10%. Well, let's focus on the first part of the question. It says find 10% of 240. So that's telling us that 100% of our amount is 240. And 10% is what we want to work out. So 10% divided by 10, you get 24. So 24 is the answer that we're going to get. Now it says increase 240 by 10%. So that means you've got your original amount and you're adding 10% on. So you actually are getting 110%. So that means we're going to add 100% and 10%. So 240 plus 24. So if you add that up, so 240 plus 24, you're going to get 264. So our answer is 264. And because it's currency, we have to put the pound sign, 264 pounds, 0 pence. Okay, now, what's the new percentage that we worked out? Well, we can see it's 110%. So when you're increasing by 10%, you're actually working out 110%. Now, if you remember from the multiplier video, we can actually work out what that is as a decimal by doing 110 divided by 100. So we'll save that for the next lesson, but it's something just to watch out for. This is all going to be non-calculator methods. Now, if you wanted to use the table for this, you would have done it in a similar way. You know, you've got to work out 10%, which is 24, and then 110%, which is these two added together to get 264 pounds. Okay, next example. Increase 24 by 20%. Step 1 is work out what percentage you are working out. So an increase of 20% means you already have your 100% amount. We are adding 20% on. So we're actually working out 120%. So now we know what we need to work out. Let's label the double number line. So 100%. You'll notice that I'm putting it slightly lower here because I know I'm going to put 120% above that. Now 100% is 24. 10% is 2.4 because we divide by 10. Just draw an arrow here, divide by 10. Now you don't always have to draw these arrows. As you become more proficient, you're not going to need to. So I'm going to just remove these just to avoid cluttering the diagram too much. Now I need to work out 20%, which is going to be 2 lots of 2.4, which is 4.8. And then finally 120%. Now to work that out, I'm going to need 100% plus 20%. So that's 24 plus 4.8. So that's going to give me 28.8. Now this is given in currency. So if it was just 24 with no units, that would be fine as an answer. But because it's currency, our answer will be 28 pounds. And so that's 28 pounds 80. So we need that 0 at the end, we need the decimal place, and we need the pound sign as well. Otherwise, 28.8 will be fine. Okay, next question. Increase 52 by 50%. Pause the video and have a go, and then I'm going to show you how to do this. Okay, so first of all, let's work out the percentage we're working out. 100% plus 50% equals 150%. Now this is 150% of 52. So let's label this 100% is 52. And we can work out 50%, which is 26. And then from there, we can work out 150%, because we're going to add 100% plus 50%, 52 plus 26. And that's going to give you 52 is going to give you 78. And again, because it's money, we're just going to write £78. We could also use the table method here, so it would be 100% is 52, and then so on. Working down the table, you'd write 50% and then 150%. So let's just fill this out. It's going to be 26, and then you add them up, 78. Whichever of these two you prefer. Sometimes, however, it tells you you must show the method using the double number line. So here we go, 60, increase £60 by 25%. Pause the video and have a go, and then I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, here comes the answer. Now I just need to stress before I go through the answer, questions will not highlight the word increase like we've done here in a different color. You have to spot those words, increase or decrease, or any other type of question like that. So you need to keep an eye out for that. So first of all, we know that we have 100% is £60. Now we're going to work out a quarter. So in this case, the numbers are quite nice. So dividing by 4, both sides, will take us straight to 25%. So 25% is going to be 60 divided by 4. So divided by 2 is 30, divided by 2 again is 15. So to work out 125%, we're going to add, that should not have a percentage sign there, we're going to ignore that. So it's 60 plus 15, which is 75. And again, because it's money, we're going to put £75. So increasing 60 by 25% gives you £75. If you're using the table method, we can work out 25%. We can work out 125%. So 100% is 60, 15, 75. But this time around it specifically says use the double number line. Right, next question. Increase 40 by 2%. Okay, so first of all, 100% is 40. And we're going to work out a 2% increase. So it's 100% plus 2%, which is 102%. So let's work out 1% first. Okay, so 1% here is, we're going to work that out, we divide by 100, so that becomes 0.4. 2%, we're going to double that, so 0.8. And then 102%, which is what we wanted to work out, is going to be 100% plus 2%. So 40 plus 0.8, which is 40.8. Now this is not currency, it's just a number. So we're just going to leave it as 40.8 is your answer. And again, we can use the table on the right as well if you prefer, in which case you would have done 1%, 2%, 102%. And you would have probably done that order, I think would have been sensible. So it's 40, 0.4, 0.8, 40.8. Okay. Increase 1080 by 52%. Pause the video and have a go. Okay, let's work this out. So we're increasing by 52%. So it's 100% plus 52% which is 152%. Okay, let's label this. So we have our 100%, which is 1080. We're going to work out 50%. We're going to work out 1%. And we're going to work out 2%. What that will allow us to do is to work out 152% by adding up 152. So we've got 100%. Let's work out the remaining missing values. So here we have 50% is going to be half of 1080. That's going to give you 540. 1% you're going to divide by 100, which is 10.8. And 2% is double that, so that's 20. So 10.8 is 21.6. Now we need to add up the numbers that are relevant here. So 1080 plus 540 plus 21.6. That's going to give you 1641.60. There is no currency or units here or measurement, so it's just going to be this number. That is your answer.